Good evening, everyone. I want to talk about the the hexes and the spell work that has been continuously being sent towards me. And after giving thanks for all the lessons and the blessings, being able to accomplish and break my generational curses and heal my bloodline. A lot of people were so concerned with the contract, my contract, abandoning their own contract. A lot of people say that spirituality is easy, but if it was so easy, a lot of people will be in tune, will be aligned. A lot of people are so worried about what other people are doing out in the world. They're not worried about people in a good way, in love, in light, in understanding, trying to help other people heal. They're so consumed and caught up in how much money people got in their pockets and the clothes they're wearing and things that they cannot take with them when they go meet God. A lot of deaths are occurring right now, and a lot of people don't understand that judgment has came and gone. This is the season of balance in the scales. You know, um, and a lot of people so caught up and trying to keep up with the Jones and the Jonases. They're not focused on healing their bloodline. See, a lot of people don't understand that that's how you get close to God. That's how you get to heaven. That's how you get your kingdom on earth as it is in heaven. A lot of people was trying to find ways to keep me away from God, and I realized and I already got a seat with God. You know, and everybody was hiding behind religious causes. But not realizing that every time they passed around that basket in church, those preachers and pastors and deacons have their hands out. You know, um, and a lot of people say they go to church to get close to God, but you got to understand that the pastor is a middleman. If you look at a dealer, they can't get you into the house of God. They can't get you everlasting life. In churches and communities that go to churches and mosques and such, they don't tell you that you have to heal within yourself, meaning that whatever you brought in this world, you have to heal. You have to align yourself. See, people think that it's all about reading the Bible and quoting scriptures. But what generational curses and bloodline curses have you broken? You have to look at that as the seals. Those are the curses, the 666 seals. A lot of people don't understand that it's not only about helping other people, because until you can help yourself and help your family and be accountable for the things you bring in this world, you're not able to help other people. And a lot of people fail to realize they want to get into practicing spirituality with candles and the herbs and spices and the voodoo and hoodoo and doing all these spells and hexes, not understanding that, like I said, judgment has came and gone. Now it's the year of karma, okay? The season of karma means whatever you push out, meaning whatever you think about, whatever you say, whatever you do, has a chain reaction. It's not going to come in the form of karma that you think that you'll be able to handle. It may come in the form of karma where your families fall apart. You know, um, we can't keep telling other people that they gonna be going to heaven if they follow their pastor and they deacons and go to church. Because the thing is, people thought I wasn't welcome in God's house, knowing good and well that I am welcome in God's house. See, it's about the purity. It's about your intentions. As like I said, as a child, my goal was always to help people. If people didn't want my help on this realm, it was always to help on the next realm, the next dimension. It was always to heal. Now everybody wanna be considered a healer. They not even healed. They still out here trying to portray like this is a circus. And a lot of people are abandoned at their circus. You know, um, because they lost. They didn't get what they promised other people they was going to get out of that circus. But like I said, spirituality is not easy, but it's not hard. Everybody in this world should be in hermit mode, should be with their families, getting everything aligned. While people are still celebrating and you have all these things going on in this world, and then people end up being taken out or losing their lives or something end up happening, you know, and then people think that they get another chance of reincarnation coming back into this world. You're not going to get another chance, you know, because while you was in this world, you were supposed to be completing the list of things in your bloodline to heal, to fix, starting with violence, starting with being part of different gangs and being part of different organizations. You were supposed to work on tuning that. You were supposed to work on trying to better yourselves and not have the current generations fall prey, and because we can't even call it victim anymore. Everybody think the streets or where it's at, you know. But just because you pray to God, just because you show up in church doesn't mean you're welcome in God's house. And a lot of these pastors and deacons know that. You know. That's why religion is on the brink of collapsing. People don't understand that religion is an organization within itself. And that's why spirituality is a whole. There is no partials. You can't pick and choose. We know that we all came from different bloodlines. We all came here to do something, to aspire to be something great. And a lot of people think that they can lay on their deathbeds and beg to get close to God. You're not going to get close to God. People need to understand that you're not going to be anywhere near God. Like I said, a lot of people fail to realize that Judgment Day has came and gone. This is the season of justice, the balance in the scales, karma. And a lot of people didn't give their own. A lot of people just bring children into this world to siphon their energies and their souls, because the soul is a powerful force to be reckoned with. A lot of people don't understand that the children now are being used as not only pawns, they are being used as ritualistic dolls. And a lot of people don't understand that With these rituals come death, come sacrifices. And that's how the bloodline was kept continuously to run. You know, but you got to understand that now that the circuit has been cut, you would not continue to generate off of the innocent, the pure bloodlines where they are and where they're at. You know, so if you're gonna take spirituality serious, please understand that just because you pray and read your Bible don't mean you're going to be close to God. You're going to get into heaven. It's a lot of people thinking that they went against me. They did everything to me to try to destroy me. And guess what? I am welcome in God's house. God is my family. You can't take God from me. You can't take my ancestors and my bloodline from me. While everybody that was doing those things were part of religious organizations, they were the ones sitting in your pews. They were the ones reading from your hymn books. They were the ones that was speaking over you, trying to tell you how to live and lead your life accordingly. Knowing that I am an earth angel, that I am of God, by God, from God. Always I will always be a part of God. So be careful who you have pray over you. Be careful with accepting prayers from other people. And be careful of taking notes from your pastors and people in your synagogues and your mosques. Be careful. Because they don't even know if they're welcome into heaven. Everybody has a price to pay. People think they could pay it in coins and dollars. Fail to realize, look at all these pastors having nice cars and big old houses, but the sheep within are living as if they have nothing. They're struggling. Last time I checked, Jesus was always with his sheep. The shepherd was always with the sheep. Means if the sheep was in the stable, Jesus was in the stable. Jesus didn't sit with the rich. He sat with the ones that was cast to the side. He sat with those that were called follies. You know, you got to understand that the people above the powers that be, they know the routine. They know what needs to go down. They know that the 1% is about purity. It's about love, light, and peace. Without the bottom, there is no top. And you can't go around just put any top on any container. And a lot of people accepted the lies and the manipulation and the divide and conquer that come with the container, which is the top. A lot of people need to be in hermit mode right now. Need to get close to God. Because not every day is promised. Not every second is promised. And a lot of people are going to be real surprised. When they meet their maker. You're gonna see that everything you were told and taught were were forms of manipulation to divide and conquer you, to swallow you whole, and to regurgitate you wherever it need to be regurgitated. It means it's like chewing bubblegum and spitting it out anywhere. A lot of people don't get fined for spitting bubblegum out. Is people don't look at bubblegum like trash. You either gonna swallow it or spit it out. So be careful who prays over you. because you just don't understand how many people were led to the slaughterhouse, and a lot of the things of the spirituality and the principalities that we're going through. Principles and principalities go hand in hand. Principles go with the mortals. Principalities is with spirituality. You have to understand that that is the scales of justice. If you can't respect the living, what makes you think you'll be welcome with your family in the afterlife? I mean, let's be honest now. A lot of people died by spell work and died. Was casted aside. A lot of people were taken out this world through spell work. A lot of people was brought in this world through spell work. So you gotta understand that when you're playing with principalities and you're trying to manipulate the principles that go hand in hand, you're gonna come up short. You're gonna fall short of the glory of God. You're not gonna be welcome in God's house. So people need to stop telling people that it just takes prayer. It just takes reading the Bible. It just takes going to church. Because everything is a parable. You have to be able to understand the storylines. We all have a part to play in this world. And it's going to either make you or break you or shatter you. So thank you.